far. Hello.
What up, guys?
What's up?
Welcome to Meanwhile at Haymarket. I don't know when the last time you heard us was, but here is our new episode. And we're talking about
Fandoms.
Fandoms on
And
Tumblr.
how disgusting Nick and Deanna are.
And how uneducated Katie and Dave can be.
I don't think I'm as uneducated as Dave.
That's a possibility. Discover for yourselves in this episode.
And it doesn't work.
He's broke.
You ready? Ready? Oh, no.
What's your battery at?
48. Everyone
Very
just
good.
48.
keep an eye on the battery.
Hey.
Otherwise it will die.
Get a cheeky back reaction.
It's already like, all we got to do is just like lunge for the charger, so.
Charge lunch.
Charge lunge. Right, off you go, kids.
So,
I'm handing this one over to you two, because...
Really?
Well, Fandoms is like, it's your thing. And she's already giggling. And I will just, jump in. Having only been introduced to the wonder of Super Hulock like 2 weeks ago.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
I was there for
we
your
recorded
introduction.
it.
She was like,
What?
it was the most stunned face ever having to explain what Super Hulock
Do you know what
is Super Hulock?
I knew
Diana?
Dave didn't know.
Well, it's really... I don't know where to start, really. Okay, when
At
you...
the beginning.
At the very
Skip to
beginning.
In the beginning, there was Tumblr.
In the beginning, there was Tumblr. All of the social media sites have their thing that kind of became, as they developed, that became their go-to thing. Like, Facebook is about, pictures of your babies.
No, at the moment it's like about time-lapse videos of people making random nonsense.
Yeah.
This is Katie. Katie has a blog.
Oh, God. No.
Katie hates people who don't read her blog. Be like Katie.
Katie, no, mum just be, Katie hates everything and everyone.
Be like Katie.
Don't be like Katie. She doesn't want you to be like
I haven't done it yet. I want to find out what my one comes up with. I don't have a link to it.
Deanna's not human. Please stay away.
I did mine. It came up exactly the same as one of my mates. Like,
Yeah.
I saw his.
There's like 5 of them out
yeah.
there.
I saw his, and when I hit mine, it was the exact same. It was like, wow, you must have written like a template of like 10 of them.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So that was pointless.
Fair enough.
So
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
Facebook is
Facebook is like day-to-day life.
day-to-day life,
Yeah.
bullshit memes,
Yeah.
bored housewives,
Twitter is just like snippets of ridiculous information about the world.
celebrity trolling,
But like,
news.
it can be ridiculously deep. Like, guys,
Yeah.
have you ever noticed like the universe is like large?
And you read a Jaden Smith tweet. They are deep. They are
Like Chris
deep.
Evans ones about like whenever you realise how bullshit the world is, just look up at the sky and realise that you're just one of those little pinpricks in the sky. It's like, when did Chris Evans become a teenage girl?
I tell you who else he does that, Ricky Martin.
Yes.
Oh, God,
my
really?
God, yes.
But I would take life advice from Ricky Martin. I feel...
I bet you
Guys,
would.
it's not
He
good.
gave you life advice.
Yeah.
Live in La Vida Loca. That was it. That was all you need.
She bangs.
Oh, baby, when
Did
she
he-
moves.
Did he do anything else? Live the crazy life with a woman who bangs.
You did? No,
Abandoned.
no.
No.
I'm thinking Enrique Iglesias.
No.
When he did that weird escape video with Anna Kournikova.
Yeah.
Where it's
Gonna
basically
be a
there.
hero, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was Jennifer
Best-
Love Hewitt, but...
No, but the song. Was
Yeah.
there any Enrique
No, the one,
Iglesias
was it
by
the
now?
one with Anna Kournikova? The one where it's like, I don't know why, but I love to see you cry? It's like, dude.
That's hard.
Dude,
Whoa.
It's like an equatorial like prequel to 50 Shades. I can't deal with it.
Jesus.
Uh,
That's Twitter.
so there you
So Tumblr and YouTube, I think, back in the day, started fighting it out for ownership of cats. YouTube won in the end, I think.
Yes.
Although cats still
Yeah.
make a lot of appearances on Tumblr.
I own all the cats.
Sorry, I'm thinking about cats again.
Let's not get into this.
But Tumblr
Okay.
became the refuge for people who love TV to the point of not living an actual life.
Diallo.
Yeah, which is, yeah, me. But like fandoms, so people follow sports, like they have their team and they root for it and they know the stats and the players and blah blah blah. But like Tumblr is like that for TV shows. So when it's coming out, you know how many episodes there were, you know who's guest starring,
I just use
whether it's
Wikipedia.
being cancelled or not. But like this is where people gossip and share and be like, oh, I predict that this is going to happen, or I think that's going to happen. Right? So it's a real collective. For
Yeah,
people
like
who
Wiki
watch
is
their
where you
TV
would go
shows.
to get the bare facts of information about a piece of fiction. Whereas Tumblr is where you go to not only read about it and hear what the creator said and what the cast think, but also to see the fanfic and the gift sets and the fan-based videos.
Reactions, like, oh my god, I can't believe this just happened, it's amazing, we're going to talk
I've got to say,
Yeah,
these two aren't on Tumblr, and you are.
I am.
Hamilton.
I had.
What the hell is going on with Hamilton? What is Hamilton? All I know is there are black guys in powdered wigs.
Don't know. No.
I was on Tumblr, but I had I used all my data on my phone because I was using it, and because of bad taxidermy pictures. So I had to get rid of it because the temptation was there.
Yeah.
But when I get my data back, I'm going back on.
Fair enough. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
So when this sort of began, the three major vocal fandoms that kind of like became lords of Tumblr.
Chocolate everywhere.
Chocolate on the sound wave.
Chocolate.
Oh, don't put it on purpose. Don't sprinkle the sound. Okay, so the three main fandoms were...
Shit.
Supernatural. I don't know what you did there.
I pressed something.
So Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. So we're looking at like 2009, 2010 when Tumblr really took off. So that became Super Wholock.
Sherlock wasn't around then, was it?
2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Oh, I'm way
It
out of
shows
the game.
how long it's been around, but how little there actually is, because they're like, hey, here's 3 episodes, now wait 6 years.
Yeah.
He's a bit...
Use the word.
No.
Steady.
No.
We have a man down right now.
Just like a wacky waving inflatable
Don't
little
breathe.
tube man.
You can't hear this because there's donuts everywhere. And now dancing in donuts.
Wacky waving inflatable flailing tube man.
Uh-huh.
No, that's not what they do. They...
That's you trying to shake someone off.
Whoa now. I can't remember what I was going to say anyway, so just carry on.
So, Super Wholock.
Tumblr. So they kind of...
Baby whip.
Then Super Wholock became somewhat insidious on Tumblr. So people would post other things, because it's just a general social media site, so people would post stuff. Like,
I wouldn't call it social media though, is it?
It
It is
is.
social
Is
media.
it?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
People
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
one of those.
I know why I say that.
It's one of those avenues of social media where it's one of those avenues where if you choose to be sociable there, it just got, it's fine.
That sound.
I needed a baby wipe. I got chocolate everywhere. Carry on. I'm the one who has to edit this anyway, so it's fine.
The word of the blog is derailed.
What were we saying?
Chocolate struggle is real, guys.
The chocolate struggle is real.
I'm
Yeah,
really
tell America
hungry.
that.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
This is literally breakfast. Did you have that queued up? You had that queued up. Get out. Oh my god.
Where's the bullshit button? That's what we need.
We don't
I've
have
got
a bullshit button, do we?
I have. Ibs got me one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he put me a bullshit button.
Is it just...
It just says random phrases.
Oh, right, okay.
So that ain't even bullshit. That's horseshit.
Shows the whole point of a bullshit button is that it says bullshit.
It does.
Oh.
That's just one of them. It's got like
Oh,
6
I
randomly
see.
generated phrases.
Let's try going.
I say randomly. They're just in the same order. I haven't heard them
Right.
yet. Like the trailers.
You guys are lucky.
Like the trailers in the bar. I don't know
that's
what the
much
order is
stickier,
yet.
so...
No.
Carry on. Just ignore me.
So yeah,
It's really difficult.
with once you form a blogging community where people will go and very enthusiastically share their love of various.
I love when you say very enthusiastically. It's like the nicest way possible.
Insanely. Once they get together and begin sharing their love of particular fiction, and I have a video of a particular clip. Oh, I have the entire thing on video. I have audio recordings. I have interviews with the creators. Eventually, that's not enough.
And then the
The
gifts happen.
actual fiction itself, the actual material, isn't enough anymore.
No, but I just want to say before we go on to that aspect of it, that that these fandoms,
It's all your fault.
the reason that they own Tumblr is that they will actively seek out non-fandom posts and change them into fandom posts.
Yeah, like they'll alter them. They'll take what you've done and then like add shit into it
Be like,
to make
it's like
it.
someone will post something about deep trauma that they had in their childhood, and before you know it, you'll get a picture of Dean and Sam's mum burning on the ceiling, which is
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Okay, right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that they're called Dean
I'm
and Sam.
looking to you to, like, kind of, when something is said...
I'll try, but they're on a different level to
I'm
me.
going to need someone
It goes
to just
like
give me a
these
one-word.
two, and then me, and then you, I think, in terms of like understanding of what we're going to be discussing.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've just got chocolate.
Dave's just here.
Right,
Dave's only here because we felt we had to invite him.
I feel like Dave in this is going to be like the litmus test. Like, we say something insane and then look
At Dave.
And just look at the
Wait,
level of
his reaction.
confusion.
No, but we'll discuss things later and how you feel
No,
about it
I'm
anyway. So
eager to learn.
the
something
main
on the
reason
beat.
we chose this as a topic is because
Right, okay.
of a certain war that is going on in our midst.
So
Yes.
so the next thing that happens in fandom is that people start to create their own hopes and dreams for the show and what they want to see and the storylines that they want to see.
Yeah.
And then when those don't happen,
Be
They-
gentle. Be gentle.
take matters into their own hands and they write them or draw them or
Both.
make little songs about them.
Oh God.
You know, to fill the void in the plot holes that they feel are there. And one of the most popular and most divisive ways of doing that
The most
is
horrifying.
to pick a couple of characters from the show who have a bit of screen time together, who seem to have like an understanding, a bond, and interpret that romantically.
Right.
What is the
I
acronym?
see.
And it's called slashing.
Right.
You must know about that.
No.
Oh.
The only slashing I know
No.
No.
is from slasher horrors.
Fair
Oh.
And I
Okay.
generally
Good
tend
curveball.
Safe.
Dodge
to
the bullet,
stay
yeah,
away
it's
from
fine.
that. So
enough.
it bodes well.
It bodes well. So
Well,
yeah,
these two are fucking obsessed with it, so...
A little bit.
it's just
That
the
big
thing is,
Hero 6 one
Oh my
haunts me.
God.
It haunts me.
It's just it's
Oh
not
my
that it's not
God.
that
I
you
wish I'd never seen it. Honestly, I see it when I close
We
my
won't
eyes.
post the photo here, but click the link below if you want to see it.
once you get involved on Tumblr, you
Was
can't
it you?
ignore it.
That's me.
No.
You
Do you guys
No.
post on Tumblr? Or
I
do you just
used
look?
to.
I reblog.
It's
things
all
that are funny.
reblog now.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
that's
all
fine. No, I
reblog.
just wanted
There
to
are
know.
some really creative, funny people on Tumblr, and I enjoy
No,
their
of
work.
course. Some of it is strange.
Some of it crosses a line that I'm not overly comfortable with.
Whoa. Oh yeah, there is a line. Oh, there is a line.
But you two have already crossed that line, surely.
Yeah, but we've crossed it to creep each other out. Like,
Yeah.
Why don't you just... Well, let's just tell that story. Let's just say...
Okay, so so some of the major
This went a
slash
while
novels,
back.
will never exist in the TV shows because they're too far out there. Like the idea that Dean and Sam, your brothers in the show, could be involved romantically.
Supernatural.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like Sherlock and Watson would be involved romantically.
Sure.
Sherlock, Dave.
And like Doctor Who and pretty much any male character, particularly Captain Jack,
Yeah.
would be involved romantically.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who and Torchwood.
Doctor Who and the Master, I think, is one of the biggest ones. Isn't
Yes.
it? The gay,
Yeah.
the gay
They
shit.
do love that.
Although to be fair, they still love 10th Doctor and Rose.
Yes.
I mean, they
Yeah.
Flossy, because
That
Doctor
is
Who means literally nothing to my
David
life.
Tennant
Okay, David
and
Tennant, Billy
Billy
Piper,
Piper.
well, you know what I
The
mean.
internet still
They
loves
love them because
Yeah.
they did have a lovely story.
They
They did
did.
have a
They really
wonderful ending.
Yes.
Totes.
Totes.
I didn't watch any of it
Um,
at all.
And that's disappointing in a whole different level.
Well, no, you guys know how I feel about David Tennant, and that goes back a while.
now I'm about to talk about something that I'm not usually allowed to talk about, but I will be brief and I will stick to the point. Okay?
No.
Oh God.
No, it has to be said.
Okay, well, fine, but as quickly as possible.
I'm really excited about Captain America Civil War.
What?
Right, moving on.
No, because it's part of the story.
And I'm excited to the point that like it annoys the people around me.
Obsessed.
Obsessed is the word.
It's gonna be the biggest Marvel movie ever. It's gonna be a game changer. Fucking phase 3. Fucking love it. Anyway,
It looks alright.
I'm not gonna go see it with her because I don't want to get pee all over me.
Everyone knows I'm really too excited about this. Nick decided to approach this in a different direction. Why didn't you explain to the viewers?
Well, I mean, after having been told at a distance because I wasn't here on the day that the Civil War trailer dropped,
You lucky bastard.
and finding that Deanna had co-opted everyone in the office not only to watch it, not once.
No, it wasn't. It was my fault. I put it on and didn't
It had
realise.
been watched. It then
The other
became watched
times
several
was all
times.
It was, yeah.
And there was then also an audio recording reaction to the Civil War trailer, which, I mean, if
Somewhere.
you didn't someone really
really
should have had their phone
inside.
out. Someone really should have just recorded you watching it.
We were alone.
To be fair, you could probably record me watching it now, and I'd have
It's
a similar
same
reaction.
thing.
Yeah.
Like every time I watch it, it's the first time. It's beautiful.
So when the trailer dropped and I wasn't here and I heard that it dropped, my very first impulse was to remember the teaser at the end of Ant-Man, which has a sweaty, breathless, partially dressed Bucky, known as the Winter Soldier, with his metal arm stuck in a vice, breathlessly mumbling to Steve, who walks into the room, "Help me." And when I heard of Deanna's excitement for it, my first thought was, Stucky.
Why don't you tell us what Stucky is?
Stucky,
I
along
know a guy
with
called Stucky.
part of slashing, also known as shipping,
Yeah.
is when in relation to Civil War is the romantic relationship implied between Captain Steve Rogers, known as Captain America, and Bucky Barnes, known as the Winter Soldier. Combine their
Steve and
names,
Bucky,
we
Steve and
have
Stucky.
Stucky.
They look really
Right,
confused.
There is
It's
Stucky.
like a Brangelina thing.
Right,
You know?
okay, yeah.
That's
I
what
see
they
that.
do.
That's the ship name.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
I
the name of the
see.
ship.
And I'm on board the ship.
The HMS
No, I'm not.
Stucky.
It's a lie.
And then there's shipping, which is something else.
Shipping's when...
Shipping's where you couple two characters, but
I-
slash shipping is like where they're non-canon or they're gay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And canon is something that actually exists in the show.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel I should be making notes.
You should be. Really.
If something
Shipping's
you know,
just like, I love these two characters.
Yeah.
I want them to be together. I'm going to put this everywhere.
and if something you already
Go
know
then.
about the history of the characters or the storylines that have gone before are actually in the show and have been confirmed, that's canon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whereas Tumblr is the official home of the non-canon crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like whatever people want to see, they will make up.
Although I saw a gift set from Steven Universe
Oh, yeah.
where the guy takes his head off and puts it in the cannon and fires it at a ship, and there are two characters that look like them. Everyone's like, "Oh no, our ship is going down!" And underneath it was like, "People of Tumblr, the creators of Steven Universe know about you." It's like,
My
I am
favourite
shipping
one
this.
is
They've lost me.
Captain Jack Sparrow on inside the hull of the Black Pearl, where he's looked up and there's cannon fire coming through, and he's just going, "Stop blowing holes in my ship!"
That's fantastic. I
So
like
guys,
that.
they know.
I like that. Yeah, so Stucky.
Stucky.
So, yeah.
Stucky, which I honestly think my first exposure to Stucky was just seeing just bizarre artwork and photoshopped imagery of Steve
Really
and Bucky.
talented, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, talented as well. So you see it and you go, "Oh, that's really well shot. That's Captain America."
Yeah, you
And
can
then
look at it.
just-
The moment you look at it, like, okay, it's a picture of two dudes, and then you go, oh no, that's not just two dudes.
No.
Like, that's these characters, and it's like,
Yeah.
somebody made that.
Yeah.
That's the bit where I'm like,
they
nope.
spend a lot of time on it.
They
Are we
spend
talking
a lot of time.
Why don't
Are
you
we talking
get some visual
Why don't I show you
representation?
some?
photography, or are we talking?
Well, any kind
We're
of,
talking
sometimes like drawing or whatever, Photoshop.
from as basic as Photoshop, just
Yeah.
taking two existing images
Yeah.
and smushing them together,
Yeah.
or
Literally
going as far as going with like incredibly detailed digital art of
Right.
these two characters
Okay.
in anything from as tame as an almost embrace full of
Right.
romantic potential,
Yeah.
all the way to parts of one inside parts of the other.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Let me just show you.
So
Where's-
again, I
where's
don't think
that?
we'll include any art, but there
I'm
will
not
be
going to put.
there will
I know
definitely
they
be
used
links
to do it.
below.
I'm trying to find that Harry and Draco one that was really disturbing.
Oh god, I've got that on my from what you sent me.
Oh, look, there it is.
Oh god.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that is.
Realistic, huh? Just for your information, Katie, it's that photo.
I've seen
You
that
have
one.
seen that photo.
I wish I hadn't.
Oh god.
Have I got any more more disturbing ones. Oh, that's another one. That's another.
The one that got me was the Big Hero 6.
Oh, yeah,
That one
yeah.
just disturbed me.
It's
It was
somewhere
too far.
else.
I do remember it fondly,
Yeah.
beautifully.
This
Don't
will
say
ruin that for
fondly.
you.
Like a happy memory from last year. Oh, god damn it. What is that?
Someone watched Big Hero 6 and decided they wanted to slash and ship.
I don't like
And just be like,
horrible.
yeah, wouldn't it be cool if
No!
characters had like, because weirdly, because you get non-related characters. You
Yeah.
get like unrelated characters who are either friends or enemies or frenemies they're in, who they will slash and ship together.
Yeah.
It's when you get into the darker parts where they start the incest ones.
Yeah.
that
The
are
incest ones
just
are really quite.
Yeah, like
Not
things
okay.
like say Once Upon a Time, because that's like got
Yeah.
mass amounts of shippers.
Swan
Like
Queen is
Swan
the
Queen,
biggest
like
one.
there's no harm in that.
No.
But then like when you take it things like that, it's just too much. Like it's all well rooting for your two favourite characters that you want to see be together and whatever. That's nice and cute and cuddly and all whatever. But when you take it too far, it's just a
Damon
bit-
and Stefan from the Vampire Diaries brothers that they ship together quite a lot.
Oh, no.
Dean and Sam.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that
ship
is
together quite
it's
a lot.
just
Wincest I find particularly disturbing.
Wincest. I love it's got its own term.
Of course it's got a name. Yeah, Wincest I find particularly disturbing.
Dave.
I think Deanna finds this more disturbing because she has no idea of how to get out of the franchise.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in it to
Speaking
This is
of
what makes it
Deanna
more
and
disturbing.
franchises, guess what I found out?
Go on.
Deanna likes Teen Wolf.
I'm not ashamed.
What? What?
Teen Wolf.
I'm not ashamed, man. Teen Wolf is a highly underrated.
Oh, Stephen Styles, you are a beautiful cinnamon bun and you're too good for this world. Covering her face.
Dylan O'Brien is a character. Yeah, no,
Teen Wolf.
I like Teen Wolf. I'm a fan of Teen Wolf.
What's Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf is an MTV show based off of the Michael J. Fox movie.
When we say
Right.
based off of, we mean as in it has werewolves and that's where the similarity ends.
But it's made
Right.
for 15-year-old girls.
Okay.
Imagine Twilight.
Not
Imagine
26-year-old
Twilight,
women.
but with all
Yeah.
werewolves. Kind
All
of set
werewolves,
high
all the
school.
time.
Right.
Yeah, lots of like alpha and beta. You know, it's a lot of pack mentality. And,
Okay.
There are some things for the grown-ups, you know, like Tyler Hoechlin
boobs.
and
Well,
James
actually, yeah, it's just topless
It's
men.
not
Corden.
boobs.
It's just lots of
A lot
topless men.
Oh.
The occasional bra shot, but mostly it's topless, sweaty men.
So you know
In a
about it.
forest.
You watch Teen Wolf too?
You
No, I'm on
can't
Tumblr.
avoid it.
That's how I know
Oh.
about
This is
it.
You cannot avoid
No.
knowing about these things.
No.
Yeah, but
You're
you
on
can
Tumblr.
avoid watching it.
I don't want to. It's an excellent show. It's got a solid mythology.
Start sending a
It's been
Teen
built
Wolf.
up.
So anyway,
Tumblr.
yeah.
To be fair, I've already seen all of the major Teen Wolf ships. And
Knowing Nick, I think you
I'll
could
find
probably
some. I'll
find
find
some.
some.
things for having a
Yeah, that's the thing that's come out of this war between you two, which we still haven't even got to.
Yeah.
Basically, Nick decided to start sending Deanna
Stucky.
Stucky
You send me
pictures.
Stucky.
A lot of Stucky.
A
But,
lot of
like,
Stucky.
It was mild. It was mild at
It was
first.
mild.
But to begin with, you didn't say anything.
I just got the odd photo. I'd be like, aha, fucking Nick.
And then after a while, she said to me, we were in the car shop, she was like, Nick keeps
I
sending
need
me
reaction.
pictures.
I need a reaction. These.
And my advice was just to let it go on, like, as long as possible, and to never mention it. Until, like, one day you send him the picture to end all pictures, and, like, it blows
or
his
until I'm
mind.
called into an
But
informal.
then
Yeah, like, until
I
he takes
took-
disciplinary action.
What I took from Katie's advice, which was to stay quiet until you could find something to end this, was to go, that's a great idea, I'll send him all the creepy stuff.
Yeah. She took none of my advice,
Right.
which in the past has never worked.
So I then decided to send him as many ships as I could. So
This was a while ago now. This has
Yeah.
been going on a while, guys.
Yeah,
Harry and
it's been
Draco,
going on. It's been going
Harley
on
and
since
Lou,
the Civil War trailer dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Which was a long
It's a
time
long
ago. It was
time.
like November.
Yeah.
November,
They've looked
And
concerned.
it's constant. Like I will watch them do it. Like she'll be in the office, and I'll be watching him receiving the messages on his phone downstairs, just going, shaking his head.
Man.
And she's like laughing around. It's just disturbing. The pictures that are going back and forth are awful. The thing that is even more disturbing is that Nick never searches for them. He has them ready. He's like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
like this, do you? Click, click, click.
Just
Send.
like that.
Whereas
Like
I
He's
was-
got like folders upon folders of saved
I put
pictures
marks.
ready
I put
just to
It's fine.
send at will. Rihanna's searching. If you see her like on her phone, like no, I need more. That's because she's searching for basically porn on her phone, so she can send it to Nick. This has been going on for weeks, Dave.
When I pull my phone out and it says, "Oh, you've received a WhatsApp message from Deanna," I have to look around to make sure no one's looking over my shoulder because I'll be kicked out of wherever I am. Like, you can't look at that shit on the bus.
No.
Have some kid behind you going, "Mummy, why's that guy doing that on that guy's phone?"
Especially not if it's Captain America and
Well,
fucking.
Well,
Then
it
it's going
evolved
to get the
from
wrong
that.
ideas.
So that's what it started out as,
Yeah.
and then I can't remember. Like you changed it up, didn't you?
No, but the thing is that I
Ran out of pictures.
Well, the thing is, he sent me stuff because he knew it would freak me out.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find the one shit that would freak him out. So I started experimenting.
The Sam and Frodo one.
Oh no!
Frodo one.
Yeah.
Samdo was pretty.
And then we
that
sought
was pretty
advice from
inventive.
others. Came up with the Harry and Draco stuff.
Yeah.
That went on for a while.
Yeah.
And now it's just lost all meaning.
Thor and Loki. That's another.
Oh, that one I didn't like.
Yeah. Although I like the one image. Did I send it to you or did you send it to me? The Hawkeye Loki one.
No, you sent that to me.
Yeah.
I like to imagine
Yeah,
that stuff happened after he turned him in the Avengers, and then he really turned him.
Let me find the Thor Loki one because that really was quite
Delayed reaction.
disturbing.
Is that like just an app? What is it?
It's just an air horn app.
Oh my days.
I mean, I
Link-
just find
link
all
in
of
the
this
comments below.
baffling. I struggle to send a text message on my phone,
Yeah, but you've got a
Let
really shit phone.
wage a war.
I've leveled up. I was making my own memes before I ran out of data.
I
Nick,
mean,
did you ever see those pictures that I sent, the bad taxi Davy ones?
Yes, I did. Which will be a
Oh,
whole
I've got some
separate
pictures
thing.
for you, Deanna.
I mean, it's a new month, Katie. So
Oh, there it is.
You know,
surely you
7th,
should get
7th.
some more
Oh,
data.
why?
That's really. I mean, I don't.
What is this one? What is this one we're looking at here?
The Thor Loki one.
Thor Loki. Oh, a 3-panel
My
of Thor and
personal
Loki getting closer and closer and
God.
eventually kissing. It's disturbing, but it's so well done.
It's so well done.
I'd be okay with it.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean, if we want to get technical here, Thor and Loki aren't actually blood related. They're not actually related. So
Yeah, but they grew up together. This reminds me of an episode of House I watched yesterday.
So did Anakin and Obi-Wan. Look how that turned out.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Don't see much Star Wars slashing.
Maybe
Oh,
shit.
but you do see a lot of the goddamn Poe Finn shit that's just come out.
Yeah,
Yes.
that we were talking about.
I meant like classic, but that is a good point. That
Oh, I sent you the Han Luke one. There's a lot of Han Luke stuff available.
there is some Han Luke one there, but you watch the
Not
films
enough, is
enough
there,
times, and
Nick?
it's
No.
not enough
You
to
should get into that
it's not
game.
enough to justify feeling like it could be a real thing because the films are so well known.
I think if Chewbacca hadn't looked so non-human, there would have been a lot more of that.
Yeah.
That would have been...
But
Before we
then
delve
surely
into this podcast just being about slash fiction, can maybe we just not? It's supposed to be about fandoms, not about you, you two and your
Right, I will say
creepy
as a
habits.
last comment though, I would say the fact that you now have people you have actors and people in the industry who are so aware of the fact that this goes on, that you had Oscar Isaac, having played Poe Dameron in The Force Awakens, who said that he imagines that there is either a relationship or there is at least a crush going on between Poe and Finn, although he admits that it only happens in his head.
Yeah.
So you now have a whole generation of people who are aware of this as an internet social movement, and for them it's just a nice layer to the whole acting experience.
And but then it can go to the dark side because then
it always does.
Then you can get queer baiting, which is a problem in a lot of shows actually. A lot of shows where they're looking for the teen market.
Yeah. So
anything on the CW.
Which is like everything at the moment.
Any show where they look like they've manufactured a bromance for no reason at all, that can be interpreted in some circles as queer baiting. Not always. Sometimes it's for the show, for the evolution of the show. But sometimes, Destiel, it goes on. A little bit longer.
I don't know,
It's a combination of Dean and Castiel from Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Dean being a human most of the time, Castiel being a fallen angel most of the time.
Right.
Yeah. Which is...
It's
It's
incredibly
making my brain
deep
hurt.
web. So it's fine.
I think they've kind of pulled back a bit now. But there was a point during Supernatural's run where Destiel was so heavily implied in the episodes that it started to piss people off. Because they were literally going, we know what you want, here's some stuff, it's never going to be canon.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's just a reaction to...
No, because the showrunners would talk about it, and they know about it, and the actors
okay,
would comment
would
on
you
it.
say that's a bad thing to come out with these, really super fans, basically?
No,
Do you think that's a bad thing?
No, because you can see it. Sometimes it's in the fans' heads. Sometimes it's just totally
They're
in the fans'
reading
heads.
too much into it.
Sometimes the way something is written, because we are used to certain tropes in film and TV, like the hero and the damsel in distress and all of this, and how they interact with each other and how they talk to each other, sometimes those tropes are used between characters who are never going to get together in order to do queer baiting. So you get like the whole LGBTQ community coming out going, oh, looks like there's going to be some representation in this
Troy
show.
and Abed.
Like Troy and Abed. It looks like
I
there's
miss
going to
Troy
be some
and Abed.
representation, and then they never go through with it. That hurts a lot of people. It's basically making fun of gay people. We've lost Katie now. And it's not okay to make fun of gay people.
No.
So but that's like the extreme side of it. Most of it's harmless and fun.
Yeah. But again, if you're writing your character specifically to fill a very silent need by the audiences, just to be like, hey, look, we're being inclusive we're talking about like the things that the internet want to do, and then you're sacrificing the actual story just to keep a bunch of crazy fans happy, then you've lost the point.
Yeah.
You've lost the
and
point.
that did happen to Supernatural.
Well, because there are so many fans of these things that therefore there become so many opinions on these things. So if you try and satisfy each and every one,
you're just
end
going to end up going around in
mess.
circles.
But you find that people on Tumblr particularly will group themselves into certain like fans of shows. So for Supernatural, you've got Destiel fans, you've got Incest fans, you've got the fans of the few female characters.
What we're talking about now,
Three of them.
what we're talking about now specifically is just fans of like couples in the show.
Yeah, and that's.
But do you think that's like?
That's a big part of Tumblr. That is a huge part.
Well, I'm not necessarily talking about Tumblr. Like just generally. Like, do you think that's how people form their opinions on shows nowadays?
Well, it
You
depends
know, like,
what the show...
I want this couple, so I'm going to watch because I'm invested in that.
It depends what the
Or
show's aim is. Because TV shows, by their nature, don't tend to be like films in like there's a message or a goal or an aim. It's about characters.
Yeah.
So you invest in certain people, and when you think a character is going to be happy or paired off or something, or they've got a particular mission, because there are characters that don't necessarily have an ongoing ship, like Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Who are just, they love them because of their individual characters. So there are shows out there, but the thing is, with major shows, the lead character or the second lead or whatever is usually paired off with someone.
Yeah.
So then it becomes about rooting for them and their struggle.
That's interesting. That's just an interesting note on how people sort of like attach themselves to things, rather than saying, I love this show because of, the way it looks and the fact that it's really funny. It's like, I love it because these two characters might get together.
It's more like I'm invested in this character and what happens to them, but their relationship is a huge
I don't really
part
get
of
that.
what
Like, I love TV. But the characters I'm like, usually. I don't really care. Unless they die, and then somebody has to go to the fucking underworld to try and get back, which is just ridiculous. And now I'm waiting till March to try and figure out what's happening. March, Deanna.
Once upon a time, Katie encountered a show.
Once Upon a Time is like my favourite show. Like,
But
my favourite.
Okay, so if it's not characters that make it your favourite, what is it that makes it your favourite? Or what do you look for in a TV programme if it is not character?
I don't know. I watch anything though. I've literally spent the last 3 days watching House.
Yeah.
No reason. Like, I just watch it.
See, something like Once Upon a Time,
Once Upon a Time I love. I do like the characters,
I can get.
but I'm not like, I suppose some of them I'm quite invested in. I like the fact that it's about magic and fairy tales.
As I say, that for me, yeah.
That's
when you
what
said
I
it, it sounded like with Once Upon a Time, it's about the fact that they're taking fairy tales.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
it's the actual concept of
Yeah.
we all know these
Yeah.
fairy tales so well. How are they going to do them? What are the characters going to be like? How are they going to interact?
It's the,
with a show
it's
like
the
House,
story.
you watch it for House, and then everybody else is kind of around.
I kind of watch it for the medicine.
Yeah, that's the other side of it. Like my mom watches
Well,
all procedural stuff.
No, but I love medical drama. We were talking about this the other day. Like, I love the medical drama things. I kind of think it's probably because I like to watch people die.
Probably.
It's
That's
probably
not
that. Let's just be honest. I'm all for it. No, that makes you sound horrible. I'm not that bad. I don't know. I just think it's easy watch. I'm not really watching it. I've seen it all before anyway. It's just there and it just happens. It's very formulaic, so it's almost comforting that you know what's going to happen.
Well, it's the
If you
same
miss
with
a bit,
like
it doesn't-
procedural dramas, like
Yeah.
like a
I like
CSI
them.
or something.
I like them though.
A thing happens, you have a bunch of
Yeah.
people who work
As long
together,
as you
they
catch
figure
the
the thing
beginning,
out, and
you can
that's
watch the
it.
rest.
Yeah.
So what you're
It's-
saying is it's like a drug to you.
Well,
It gets you a little bit high, and then when you come down,
It
you've
strokes
got
that one
another
particular
watch
part of your brain.
I don't know,
Watch
maybe.
another episode, and then another, and then another. And before you watched it, you watched
Well,
a
the
season of
other-
House in a day.
I'm now halfway through season 3. Thank you very much.
And I grew back.
I literally can't remember
Having
what
watched
was that.
House, having watched an entire season of House in one day.
House in a day.
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
Netflix.
Not the
Not the
mechanics of
method,
how,
the
but
actual
how
implementation.
Can you sit in front of a TV for an entire day and watch
How many
an
episodes?
entire season?
Like
20
20 something?
Because to do that, you've got to go
45
one
minutes
after the
each.
other. You got to, because you can do other things when you binge watch. You do like
Yeah, I wasn't actually staring at it. I was doing other
that's
stuff.
comfort watching.
Yeah, no, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
I've seen it all before. I know the story. I knew what was going to happen in the
But I
end.
think this is perhaps why you haven't got involved in fandoms on Tumblr, because if you comfort watch a show, that's you're not like rooting for it.
Well, no, some shows I take very seriously. Like Once Upon a Time, I take it extremely seriously.
Yeah.
When I watch that, I do nothing else. Like, I focus on it.
Right.
That is probably the only show.
So then you could get involved after every
And
episode.
Agent Carter, I
Agent
like
Carter
to
as
watch
well,
that,
which is
like,
amazing.
properly.
I love that so much.
Castle, and like Grey's Anatomy, because I tend to watch those like on the train, so I'm like focused on it. But you know, it is what it is. But I wouldn't say the question is like I wouldn't say that I am like a huge fan. You know what I mean? I'm
You
not
just
like
enjoy the show
passionate
a lot.
about. Yeah,
Well, you got to think about it like watching sports, because it is
I
exactly like
don't
watching
watch
sports.
sports.
But you got to think about the mentality of people who watch sports. There are people who can watch it when it's on, take it or leave it, not really invested. Oh, it's a game, someone wins, blah blah blah. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. And then there are people who know all the stats of all the teams and they follow their team daily.
Yeah, I
and
think
blah,
those
blah,
people are sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
blah. It's a harsh
Well,
It's
reality.
going to
Well, I
deflect.
don't
Deflecting.
I live in a state of denial.
But you know that I read articles and stuff about TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, but that's
I don't-
exactly the parallel is that there are people who can watch TV and then enjoy it and watch a little
Yeah.
bit, know more about it, and then it goes to the extreme where people know everything about a show. Or
Oh, I do that with films and TV though.
but then that's the same. That's the parallel of people who watch sports. Do you see what I mean?
Oh yeah, but I'm not sad. Right?
And this
No,
is
no.
where we encounter
No, no,
Katie's
no.
wall of denial.
Yeah.
There's
People
not a
who
wall,
ride
it's
around
a
in
shape.
glass ships shouldn't throw candlestones.
I feel like the
Anyway,
sad whole
turning-
music should be playing right now.
Turning to the quietest member of the Jurassic Park theme.
No, it's a sad
Oh,
whole
so it's the walking away music. So yeah, the quietest member of the group at the moment, someone who.
music. Dave's not a fan of anything because
No.
he's not seen anything.
Yeah, I suppose it's hard to be a fan of
No,
stuff
he-
if you don't watch stuff.
Is there a TV show that you watch?
Yeah, so I would consider myself a big fan of Doctor Who. Since it came back, I've kind of religiously followed it. I am massively invested in all the characters in it. I have varying
You're going to be
opinions.
massively invested in the character you know is going to change in a year.
But that's fun
That's
of
the
it.
whole point of it.
I
The whole
don't
fun
like
of
that.
it is how are they going to change and what are they
But
going
then
to
there's a
change
completely
into
different
and
character.
where you're going to...
Well, no, it's never a completely
it's
different
not.
It's always
character.
the Doctor.
He's still
Yeah.
the Doctor.
I've seen none of it.
Think of it, you think of Doctor Who the way you think of yourself Were you the same? Are you the same person now that you were 10 years ago?
Probably.
And were you the same person you were 10 years before that? That's what the Doctor is like.
Yeah.
Although he is aging at different speeds, and sometimes he's older, sometimes he's younger, taller, sure, whatever. You think of it as being, he goes through a bunch of adventures, and when he changes, he's not the same person he was, but he's still the Doctor.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, just like, the thing is, like, if you really love, like, a certain actor's portrayal of the Doctor,
Yeah.
and then they end up leaving, does that not...
No, because
Has there been, like, ups and downs with it? You say there's a couple of seasons where it's like, it could have been better, but obviously, I prefer Christopher Eccleston to David Tennant, obviously.
Yeah, like, there's definitely, so the news that Stephen Moffat
Is amazing.
He is amazing, yes.
No, he needs to go.
Wait,
He does.
He needs to go.
Stephen Moffat is leaving Doctor Who. He's no longer going to be the showrunner. Chris Chibnall is going to take over as a showrunner after this season. The guy who invented Broadchurch. So the guy who wrote Broadchurch, the guy who brought that to our screens.
It's another
very talented writer.
It's another David Tennant thing.
So, yes. So that's all very exciting. And I will fully agree that I think it probably is time for Moffat to
What's
go.
Moffat doing?
He
fucking shit up. That's what he's doing.
Hasn't he been with the show from the start?
Isn't he just moving to Channel 4 after he did like cucumber, tofu, and...
Oh, did he do that?
Yeah, that was Stephen
Oh,
Moffat.
That was Russian.
Oh shit! No, sorry.
He's been there
I knew
for-
Doctor Who, and I thought it was someone else.
Okay, so
what is Stephen Moffat?
Oh, brain.
He'll probably carry on doing Sherlock. He'll go off and probably
there you
come
go.
up with something else. I mean, he is
Yeah, doesn't
one
want
of
to
the
be the
biggest
Curly
writers
Girly Whirly.
in TV, so he can probably go and do whatever.
Does that mean
and
you're
he's like-
going to start watching Doctor Who again?
Yep.
Okay.
But so I will
She's so
fully appreciate
opinionated on this,
that
people.
there have been a lot of
J.J.
missteps during the
Ah,
season.
JJ.
But on the whole, I think he's done a brilliant job with it. And I think he's done some great episodes. And so this is it. Yes, I do get massively invested in it, and I get massive. But I don't feel like I need to go online to a
Yeah, I think
site
that's what I was trying to say.
and make pictures and
No, that's not all fandoms.
articles and all of this.
Where would
I
you
will
say
just-
your fandom? Like, what would you be willing to do for your fandom? Would you wear a certain T-shirt with it on? Would you buy posters,
I
or
thought it looked fun.
would you
probably.
get a tattoo with your?
Probably not. No, I would
Would
probably post a
Nah.
supportive post on Facebook.
That's
That
nice.
would probably be,
So you would say,
or I would react to it on Twitter. There wouldn't be a.
feel like low level.
Yeah, but that's not to say that I don't look at these things and go and think,
I thought you
oh,
really
it shouldn't have done it that way, or kind of come up with my own ways,
Yeah.
which I think it should happen. Because I do, I will look at a program, will set something up for me, and will say, this is what we think, this is what's going to happen, and I'll make up my own kind of theory as to what's going to go on and what's going to happen. And then, if it doesn't do that, I'll probably be disappointed.
But you go
If
over
it
it.
does that, I'll go yay. But then that will generally be, for me, in my own head, or for whoever the poor unfortunate is who has to sit in the room and watch it with me. Or I will discuss it with
Us.
whoever, you guys, my sister, who I generally tend to watch the same sorts of things
Yeah.
as, and that's kind of what we bond over. It's that sort of fandom and that kind of. I get very excited about it, but all of this, I have no.
No, I don't have
no
much of a.
desire to
Yeah.
do anything like that.
But if you were someone who'd grown up on the internet, as Nick and I have embraced it,
Yes.
and
yes.
you didn't have anyone else to talk to about it, and you knew that there were people posting going, wasn't that so
If
great?
you didn't
Wasn't
have
this
any
amazing?"
friends
Like, you're getting
or
bored.
a life.
If you were sad and lonely and had
Possibly.
broadband.
And this is probably where my apathy for the internet comes in that I know the internet is great for giving me all the information that I could possibly ever need, but I'm just a bit like, eh. Like, even if someone just writes to me on Facebook, I'm like, I'll do that later.
I think
Yeah, I
the
know.
difference is,
Yeah.
I was the only one like me that I knew growing up.
You're the only one like you.
Now.
That's the end of that sentence. There is only one of you. The others were cold.
Like when you were a kid, if you didn't have mates who were into comic books or Magic the Gathering or that kind of thing, then you were on your own, basically. Like, you didn't...
Yeah.
And then when the internet came along, I was like, oh my god, there are actually people out there who like the same stuff as I do. That's amazing. I've never met these people.
There's so many jokes.
I'll take that away from you. Thank you.
So what would you say, Deanna, Queen of Fandoms, is your biggest fandom that you're attached
The
to?
biggest fandom that I'm a part of is Supernatural because it's the biggest fandom.
No. Okay,
of
let me
Tumblr.
rephrase that. Which do you love the most?
Hannibal.
Hannibal?
Hannibal.
I was sure she was going to say Teen Wolf. Hannibal, the show that is no longer on the air.
Oh yeah, the fandom's still very active.
Is it Brian Fuller?
Brian Fuller, the Fullerverse, is something I'm very attached to.
Yeah, but that's a whole
Oh,
other
she's
issue because Brian Fuller gives you great. He gives you like great canon, and then leaves you on a precipice because he gets fucked over by the studios all the time.
Yeah.
So Brian Fuller is constantly giving you greatness and leaving you with nothing more.
That's why I would say Hannibal over the rest of the
Because there's
Fullerverse,
so many
because
unanswered questions.
Hannibal is complete. Hannibal
Oh,
is
it did,
exactly,
didn't it?
He got to finish it
Yes.
the way he
Oh,
wanted.
did he?
And that was
Rare.
the best thing about it. That was the only time Brian Fuller's ever been able to do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think he's learnt his lesson.
Yeah.
Like Whedon hasn't
Getting
learnt his
shit in
lesson.
there quick.
Which I think is why Whedon is becoming a little bit bitter in his writing now.
Yeah.
And people are starting to notice
Yeah.
that Whedon isn't writing maybe some of the best characters ever. Honestly, I think after Firefly. I think he loved Firefly so much
And it
and got
never
screwed
got over
so hard. I don't think he ever
never
really
came
got
back
over
from
it.
No. His fans never got over it.
But I think that's why I bet you he's had the opportunity to redo it, to do it again. And I bet you he said no because I think he's just gone, fuck you guys, you fucked me over last time. Then no one's gonna. If we couldn't have it then, no one's gonna get it now.
You know, it really should have been a red flag. Doll's House.
Yeah.
Because Doll's House came right after Firefly. Did you watch or know of Doll's House?
No.
Doll's House was Joss Whedon teaming up with Eliza Dushku, who played Faith in Buffy,
Right.
having a dozen people who had given up their real world lives to have their memories wiped and live in this compound, and they would be very bland, very childlike entities who would then be lent out to government contractors or corporations or rich investors.
Right.
They would have a specific personality uploaded to them, and they would literally become another person. They would become an office worker, a dominatrix, a soldier, a bodyguard, a girlfriend for the weekend.
Right.
The concept of the show was great, but when you look at how most of it was almost 50-50 in the female to male ratio of the casting, but when you look at some of the crap that the female cast were put through, like at the characters,
Right.
that should have been a little bit of a red flag to be like, okay, Whedon is not treating his female characters that great, and he treats them like shit, but then has a moment where they find some kind of empowerment, but then he finds new ways to treat them like shit.
Right.
So I think that really should have been a red flag because there are a lot of people who are very unhappy with how Natasha Romanoff,
But she was treated appallingly.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
I love her. I love Scarlett Johansson. I do love the character, but it's context because I don't always love what they do with the character.
Well, she isn't a character who's always done good things.
No,
think
and
maybe
that's why I
that's
love
why-
her, that she's not just black and white. She is all shades of grey.
Yeah.
She has done horrible things. She wants to be a good person, but
But how often is that the
what makes her
trope for a
interesting.
male character? Like the redemption arc, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but she gets left on the sidelines. She gets
constantly.
You know, it's this
Yeah.
idea that she's all, and the idea that she would consider herself a monster purely on the basis
Which
that
she
Or
couldn't
be
have
having a
children.
forced hysterectomy to
Like-
become an assassin.
Like
Yeah.
that's the bit that they focus on rather than
If that
you know,
was the choice,
whole
I'd do it.
Well, of course you would, because that would push you over the line from like, oh, you know, I wish people are dead. Lol, not really. Okay, now I can kill them. Fuck it, I'm killing them.
Great, make me sound like
Come
Deanna.
on, And you said there was no one like her. Oh, sad face.
Welcome to the dark side.
I'm not on the dark side. That's the dark. Wait, no, that doesn't work.
That's
You
not-
need to swap. We even I'd say I'm like medium rare.
Medium rare, evil.
What would you say you're?
Please, you broke a nail crawling out of hell.
I pick a nail every day,
Every goddamn
trying to
day.
crawl back down. Did you say? Did I already ask you what yours was?
No,
you
you
said
didn't.
Hannibal,
Do I
you
have
said
one?
the
I would
Hannibal.
have, at one point, I would have said it would probably be Battlestar Galactica. Now, really, I still feel it's Avatar, Last Airbender.
Aww.
Only 3 seasons, and the fact that it was a show that started off as a kids show, but rapidly evolved into a young adult. It had that. It was still kind of silly and fantastical, but it also had a deep
Have you eaten
young
all that
adult
chocolate?
subtext to it. So yeah, I would probably say that there's a lot of depth to the franchise and a lot of ways of looking at the characters and going like, oh, they were actually going through some serious shit, but we looked at it as a Nick cartoon and just didn't really think much of it. So, which is the best kind.
You would say that's the thing that
I
gets
think
you
I'm
most
still
excited.
there. I think the kind of the Avatar series, especially as the last 4 seasons with Korra,
But not the movie.
but not the movie because Shyamalan Ding Dong just ruined it.
Who?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh.
Just
I remember
no.
when that
He
came
needs to
out.
stop making films.
No. Just
You liked his last one.
what was his
The
last one?
grandparents, a visit.
The Visit.
No,
No!
I liked what I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
And then the ending made it crap.
What was the ending? Oh no, we discussed it.
The twist.
The twist.
It wasn't really a twist though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a twist. It was a reveal, and a
Yeah.
reveal is not the same thing as a
No.
twist.
Oh well.
He was set up very well to do something very good with that, and then he kind of caved.
Yeah, but that's happened
That
so
sounds like
many
his whole
fucking
career.
times. That's like
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah, yeah.
His
fucking
whole
movie
career
done.
is he was set up to do something great and then
And he
failed
did.
in the end.
Yeah.
Like I remember sitting in the theater and watching. I was waiting for a movie to start, and the trailer for Devil came on, and you see the first opening shots of people stuck in an elevator, and something demonic happens, and then it goes to blank, and
I
the
didn't know
title
he did
card
that
says from producer M. Night Shyamalan,
And
and the
everyone just goes,
entire theater groaned.
Yeah.
Just oh god, just awful, just awful.
So true.
There we go. Oh, that surprised me. I thought you'd say something like kind of clear cut.
For
Fandoms.
no, that's yeah.
It's quite cute. Like that. Any other questions?
What's your take?
Yeah,
Well,
as the outsiders,
We live this every day. Like, this is just...
this is our hell.
I
Yeah.
would say that I'm not like. Yeah, like I like certain things, and when I
I like
Like-
stuff.
no, well, like when I discovered Community, I got really into that,
Yeah.
and I kind of like went online and sort of searched as much as I can. But I wouldn't say I'm like a die-hard fan of anything. I don't think. Like things get cancelled, things go off the air, and I'm like, that was pretty shit. There's nothing I've been like ultimately devastated by. Close would be Pushing Daisies
Yeah.
Oh.
and Reaper.
Because Brian Fuller's amazing.
Pushing
Yes.
Daisies was just it was
Oh.
beautiful.
And
I loved it.
Reaper turned out to be a lot better than I think it knew it was.
Yeah. Reaper was fucking. It was so funny. I love it. Those are the only two that I've been like. But then again, I wouldn't say I'm like huge fans. It's just disappointing because I know they could have gone on. And you look at the shit that's on now. Like, how many seasons Big Bang Theory got? Like 10?
10.
And it's just like, oh, come on with it now. Like, I know, I don't know, it's just too popular, but it's just like, ugh.
Supernatural was how many?
11.
Yeah, Supernatural 11.
And it's got its groove back.
Yeah, for like the last year, you'd be like, oh, you only need to watch season 5. That's it. 1 to 5, and now it's like, actually, it's kind of good now. And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
I want to skip the in-betweens. I just want to go from 5 to 11. And like,
can
just
you
have
do that with it making sense? But you already seen it, so
No.
you're not going to be able to answer that.
No, would.
I don't think you can.
Sometimes you need to go through the shit in order to get to the goal.
What's the thing with like Buffy? It's
It
like
could make
that.
sense if you had someone like Deanna who had watched it and you'd have to pause an episode and go, I don't understand that bit. And after about
Yeah,
a 10-15 minute
You
talk of
kind of
like,
get over
this,
it.
go, boom, now I can watch the rest. But you need to have someone who has watched it all
Yeah.
Well,
to
that's not the
explain
worst
those
thing in the world,
gaps.
though.
Just
I know,
pretend,
I reckon
just
you
pretend you're a
should.
character who died and then inexplicably turned up in one of the seasons. You know, like every season of Supernatural.
No, I
I'm
am
dead.
aware of
No,
it.
I'm not. What's happening? I don't know. Let's spend the rest of the season
Unless
trying
you're
to
a
find
woman,
out.
in which case you're definitely dead.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Supernatural loves to kill its women for good.
For good. Women
good.
don't come back.
Guys,
Isn't it on the
guys have
CW,
no lives.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was originally on the Warner
yeah.
Yeah.
Warner channel or something.
Yeah,
and then
then
when they
CW.
merged,
It's
became the
that
flagship
old.
show.
Eesh.
Old.
Fucking hell.
Ooh.
CW's got a lot of TV shows going for it now.
Oh, they've just announced a whole new lineup of shows, and they're all magic or supernatural based.
Have
like,
you
very magical
watched?
based. Yeah, all like.
Did you watch the DC's Legends of Tomorrow? Did you actually watch it?
I did that.
The first
I did
episode?
watch that. Yeah.
Was it good? Because I haven't watched it yet.
It wasn't the strongest first episode I've ever seen.
I don't think I'm gonna like it.
The thing is, I feel like it's going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all over again. That it's waiting for Batman v Superman to come out.
That's all it's
Do
doing.
you like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or just like Agent Carter?
I am still catching up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I love Agents
And
of
to be
S.H.I.E.L.D.
honest, until Civil War drops,
It's good.
It's alright.
No, it gets better. You've got to stay with it. It's good. I like it. It's very nice, very handsome, very
But
smart.
it's not surprising that there are so many shows that are going to be supernatural or magic next year, seeing as last year was nothing but space shows, future shows, robot shows, failed J.J. Abrams shows with robots or the future or space or a combination therein. Actually, there's a couple coming out. There's one, Thomas Jane living in an asteroid.
What show did he do?
No. Who?
J.J. Abrams.
Oh, he had one where a guy,
Who shall not be
Carl
named.
Urban is teamed up with a robot. And but the thing is,
almost human.
when I read
actually
it-
did quite enjoy that.
Almost
when I
human.
read it, the only thing that came to mind was mac and cheese.
That's what I just thought. I was like,
I was like,
you talk
mac
about
and
mac and
cheese.
cheese.
No.
Oh,
No, it wasn't mac
It
and
had a lot
cheese.
of flaws. That show. Had a lot of flaws.
Which one?
But it was the
Which
first
show?
season was almost human. The first season was enjoyable, but had a lot of flaws.
Isn't almost... No, I'm thinking of something else. Ignore me.
But then J.J. Abrams' TV shows are always enjoyable for the first season, and then he inevitably fucks it up.
Okay.
Alright,
Well, we're
That's
not
fine, that's fine.
gonna do this.
We have to finish now.
No, that's fine.
Why?
That's fine.
Because
That's
it's 4 o'clock.
But we haven't got anywhere.
But
We have.
now
We did plenty
we-
of stuff.
Alright, fine.
It's fine,
We'll
it's
wrap it up.
Okay.
I don't feel like we got it. Maybe we'll just carry on next week with this.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Don't do that.
It's man.
Because Deanna's a
Well,
fucking spoiled sport. We've got to finish.
Anyway, guys, enjoy our new
Wait,
intro and outro.
Wait,
which,
no, we've got an
hopefully will be around
outro.
somewhere. Okay, we have an outro. Okay, so
Oh, no, I've
enjoy.
got to think of it now too.
Just make it up as if you rip it.
Okay.
We're,
Right.
Okay.
but no, we're just going to carry on with this.
So
So.
you're going to gobble your drink.
Yeah, no, that's the ending of the show.
No, I liked what she did last week. There was like a little moment, and I was like, oh, that was really cute. But I don't think it... I think we were talking about cats over it.
Will Katie ever embrace fandoms? Will Dave become a Doctor Who superfan? Will Nick and I ever explain Tumblr to the rest of the world? Tune in next week to have all these questions answered on Meanwhile at Haymarket.
Bye, Zee!
Bye. Love you.